we need to talk about separating the art from the artist. There was a news story that came out recently that went into pretty vivid details about allegations against Neil Gaiman, in which Neil Gaiman was accused of committing some pretty horrific acts of abuse towards women. I'm not going to go into the details of what Neil Gaiman did. Quite frankly, one, it makes me sick to even talk about it, and two, I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about what he did in this video without this video getting flagged, because it's really vivid, despicable, disgusting, and quite frankly, horrendous. Now, in the light of these allegations, I want to ask the question, what do you do when an artist you like does something bad? In my opinion, there are two pathways. Number one, you look at the art and you say, this creator did something horrible. That makes me feel sick. I'm not going to consume this creator's art anymore. This option is especially valid when the creator makes moralistic pieces of art. For example, Neil Gaiman's work is centered heavily in political and social commentary. A lot of that commentary is about themes of abuse and forgiveness. And for me personally, I find it super hypocritical to read the works of someone who's preaching moral teachings about forgiving people and accepting people's faults and enduring abuse when the person writing this stuff is an abusive person. To me, I don't think it's okay for an abusive person to write about the power of forgiveness. I don't take that seriously. That devalues the art to me and makes it impossible for me to view the art the same way. And then there's pathway number two. You separate the art from the artist. This is a complicated choice to make, but if you can acknowledge what the author did was horrible and navigate their work keeping that in mind, I think that's totally acceptable. I think it's fine to love Sandman, but be upset about the allegations and continue to read Sandman, keeping those allegations in mind. And if you want to go a step further, you can even consume more of their works if you do it ethically. You can get their work secondhand so you don't support them directly. You can check their work out at libraries, and you can even find ways to read their work online for free. But as a fan, it's totally possible for you to continue to enjoy someone's work when they've done something horrendous while also not directly supporting that person. Now, where I draw the line is when people's first reaction to an author doing something horrible is to say something like, I love their work. I've seen so many people retort the Neil Gaiman allegations by saying Sandman is the best comic of all time though. And it's so oddly defensive. And it's also really dismissive about what's going on. When stuff like this happens, the conversations we need to have shouldn't be about the merit of the author's work. The conversation should be centered around empathy for the victims. For example, imagine somebody approaches you. You don't know this person, and then that person beats you up. Now you're in the hospital, you're in a lot of pain, you have all of these medical bills, and you go tell your friends and family about how you just got beat up by this random person. And when you tell your friends and family about this, their reaction is, well, the guy that beat you up wrote some good books. And now you're cursed. Every single time you tell somebody about this traumatic incident that happened to you, you're not met with empathy for your situation. You're only met by people reacting to defend your aggressor's work. Is that not insane? People jumping to defend somebody they don't even know? That would drive you crazy. That would drive me crazy, and it's just so odd. But that's basically what's happening right now. A lot of people are reading stories about horrifically detailed cases of abuse, and instead of empathizing for the victims and feeling bad about the situation, their gut reaction is to say, well, I like his books. I've seen this type of attitude all over Reddit, Facebook, and TikTok, where people just don't care about a real person getting hurt. They only care about a fictional story, and it baffles me. If you're one of those people, I hope this video kind of shows you how that response is a little weird. You can still enjoy the work, but you should also have empathy for people around you. Don't devalidate others' pain by prioritizing your love of a fictional story. I don't think it's that hard. Anyways, that's the end of the rant. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.